bring things back home here because, Mark, you did bring up something that we
Yes.
were watching up in Roswell. There is a mayoral race there as well as a couple of city council seats. And we are seeing that Kurt Wilson, who's actually the incumbent, is falling behind here, behind his two opponents. In the city council P4 race, David Johnson, the incumbent, also falling behind with 40% of the vote. And then also in the city council P5, William Worthland, the incumbent, falling behind. We only have the mayoral results here. But Mark, why are we seeing this shift of incumbents? Just, and mind you, all of the results are not reported yet, but we're seeing this shift of incumbents not getting the majority of the vote right now.
Roswell is, speaking for North Fulton, is a rather split city. And a lot of former leaders came out against the incumbents earlier, probably 4 months ago, and put out a letter that sort of matriculated and put out a letter condemning the incumbents. And I think that had a pretty significant impact. This city has got two teams, and it keeps following back and forth every 2 years, every 4 years between the two teams. Perhaps 4 years from now, these guys can come back and win with, you know, their descendant candidates.
Is it a generational shift?
I wouldn't say this is even generational. Some of these are Democrats that are winning. Kurt Wilson's a Republican. Mary Robichaux is a former Democrat Democrat. So some of this has probably some partisan overtones, in fairness to the Democrats. The incumbents seem to be being reelected in Alpharetta and Johns Creek, which are just walking distance from Roswell. In Sandy Springs, the incumbent mayor has three opponents and is right around 50%. Rusty Paul is hovering right at 50%. He may still go over the top tonight, and maybe he won't. The rest of North Fulton seems to be generally reelecting its incumbents, except in Roswell.
Except in Roswell. I mean, that might speak to, Fred, some of that messaging that we were talking about before, or just the emotional, the feeling, the appetite of people in that district wanting change in Roswell.
Absolutely. You know, Mark and I both have done work in Roswell, and it's a very interesting city. It's one of the largest cities in North Fulton, and it's you have some real different pockets that exist within the city. You have some really low-income areas. You have some really affluent areas. You have some strong Democrats. You have some strong Republicans. Tom Price lives there, the old District 6 congressman before he went off to in Trump's first term. And so, you know, Roswell, I think, reflects the overall general movement in North Fulton from being reliably red, say 20 years ago when the new cities were created like Johns Creek, to more of a toss-up region. And that has gone and leaned more Democrat in the last couple of election cycles. And so, you know, I think that's really interesting what's happening there. And again, it's every consultant is looking for any kind of sign for what's happening in 2026 or what could happen in 2026. So.